Hello everyone, this is Joanna the Medium and welcome back to my channel. These are going to be readings for June 2016. First and foremost, for all of you who are watching and subscribed, for all of you who have emailed and commented on all my readings, particularly in May. I've had literally hundreds of emails and comments for my May readings. I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate this, and I always say I'll appreciate it more than you will ever know. But I just want to make sure I give you my gratitude for being on YouTube and growing. Keep in mind these are general readings, so they may not apply to everyone, and actually probably will not. That would be quite unusual. Also, keep in mind that it's sometimes useful to listen to your rising sun and your other signs, as these will perhaps sometimes or some months offer more of a complete package of what is happening in your life. Sometimes your dominant sign or your sun sign may not be telling you a full story certain months, and some other times the other signs will complete the picture for you. As far as May is concerned, there was a bit of a turbulent waters in May, even though it was more peaceful than the last 4 or 5 months prior to May. I am being shown June to be much more celebratory. There's an aspect of social gathering, family gathering. I see people cheering, weddings, birthdays. I see a lot of outside social events. But we are coming up to the summer months, so obviously that kind of goes with the territory. But the message is that it is going to be a month filled with laughter and joy. Particularly, I want to say the mid to the third week of June is what I'm being shown, and then I'm being told the word weddings. And also baby showers. So, whoever you are, you will understand what this means. I don't think there's anything else I want to address. And of course, if you would like to book a reading, you can contact me through my website, which will be down below in the information, or just simply email me at info@joannathemedium.com. And again, I want to thank you so much for all of you who have booked readings with me. You keep me hopping and keep me busy, and that is something that I'm absolutely grateful for and about. So without further ado, let's get started with each individual reading. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. I have the cards shuffled and face down, and I will ask my guide if there's anything that he would like to forward to you before I flip the cards over. Allow yourself to be free of judgments, free of concerns. This is a time to be celebrating, not a time to be preoccupied with worries and incongruencies of life. Life is too short to be lived in worry. Life is too short to be lived in anything other than pure joy and happiness. For it is only then your soul can truly soar. Joy and happiness is the key to personal freedom. Your personal freedom is very much attuned to what you say and what you do. Allow your actions to be aligned with the freedom that you choose or seek. For it is only then you will truly find the happiness you are looking for. Okay, let's turn the cards over. And as always, I hope my biggest wish is to have the cards corroborate that message. Incidentally, when I channel it, I retain very little information because it comes through me. It doesn't come from me. The second I tune in and channel, it literally, like, the words come through me, but it's not a thought. So for those of you who are familiar with channeling, you'll know exactly what I mean, and you'll also understand that the moment I stop, it's also the moment where a lot of it I don't retain. So in a position of the current situation, we have the card called Patience. Okay, so I laugh because patience seems to come up a lot in the last, I want to say, 2 to 3 months. This is a card that comes up in many readings for the last little while, and it is congruent with everything that I'm experiencing and hearing and feeling, and those that are around me and my clients. Incidentally, this is a major arcana card, which is significant of something happening within you rather than outside circumstances. So it is very profoundly within you. Even though it does say number 14, he wants me to add it together, which is a number 5. And for me personally, in my messages, 5 tend to stand for changes. And he's talking about inner changes and having patience while you go through your inner changes. Now, he's also asking me to pay attention to this green here. Okay? And when I ask him why, he says to me, matters of the heart / emotions. So perhaps you are going through some changes within you with respect to your inner being and your emotional state of mind. Emotional state of mind? Your emotional being, your emotional state of being. And he's saying to me that, he's showing me that your emotions and how you have been taught, or what you've been taught and how that affects your emotions is being changed and refined. So that's very, very interesting. Definitely not something that I would pick up from this card just by looking at it if I was a traditional tarot reader. But for those of you who know, and I've said it many times before, so my apologies for repeating, I don't read cards particularly at all. I just kind of listen to what's being said to me, but they're kind of nice to look at. But I am getting better. Okay, so that's number 1 card, which is the current position. The card that is represented by influences, or what is influencing this, we have the card called Destiny, another major arcana. Now, this card, this is number 10, 1 and 0. Often 10 is endings. Okay, so you're at the end of something. 1 represents beginnings, but as soon as you end something, something begins. So that's a natural progress. But this card was shown to me in reverse, and again, this is a major arcana. In a traditional tarot deck, this would be a Wheel of Fortune. And what he's saying to me is that in the last little while, and I want to say 3 to 4 months or 3 to 4 years, could be 3 to 4 weeks, or something with the number 3 and 4 or 34. Things have not been going as well as you would like. And that, because of that, it requires you, or it has forced you to look within and make some changes on a very deep and profound level. And these are changes that I feel and am being shown that are not easy to deal with. And what I mean by this is that I'm being shown a mirror and you looking in the mirror. And this is saying to me that you have to take a good look at yourself and understand that there are things within you that unless they change, you will not be able to get where you're going. And he's talking about these changes being on a profound level. And that component of you, and you would understand what I'm talking about if this is meant for you, that has been with you all your life. And like, I'm going way, way back to when you were a child. First, I see a boy. Obviously, this could be also a girl from female, but maybe particularly this is connecting to a male, whoever you are. It's been that way for a long time, and it's whatever has happened has required you to take a good look at yourself, which he's saying is not a bad thing. Difficult, yes. Challenging to work with, yes. Habits are hard to break, yes, but they're not impossible. Okay? And he's showing me a vision, and he's saying to me, look at the mountain climber who climbs to the very top. The conditions aren't always favorable, but the climber still goes through what he needs to go through in order to reach his desired destination, and that is top of the mountain. Top of the mountain also signifying a prize, an achievement, something to be proud of, and something to feel good about. So very interesting. Now the card representing your future, we have the I can't talk. I can never talk. We have the card called Heart Chakra. Okay. And incidentally, remember when he asked me to pay attention to the green? Well, this is green. Okay. Oftentimes he will ask me to pay attention to certain things I've never paid attention before, and there's a theme. But this card was shown to me in reverse, so I am going to ask, and I hear the word heartache, heartache, heartache. Not because there is a heartache, coming up, but coming up or coming forward, or what's coming up, you will have to deal with some heartache in the past. So the work you have achieved and the work you are in the process of within yourself is going to bring to surface, or it's going to highlight something that happened to you a while ago that has undermined your sense of purpose, your sense of well-being emotionally, and your sense of trust towards others. So that is coming up, and it will require you to take a look at it, take a hard look at it, draw some conclusions from it. I'm also being shown you looking in the mirror, so reflect how you have contributed to the situation, or how the situation has shaped you. And once you go through that process, then you will leave it behind, and you never have to worry about it again. Okay, and he's saying to me that it's been ingrained in you for quite some time, and I want to go back at least a decade. At least for some of you, it's a long, long time ago. Okay, now the card that represents the subconscious blocks, or what is preventing you from, being happy, we have the card called Stand Your Ground. This is your passions. This is your spiritual aspect. This is your ideas. It's your creativity. It was shown to me in reverse. So basically what this is showing me is, at some point in your life, you didn't, either you didn't have the skill to know how to stand up for yourself, or you were afraid to stand up for yourself. There could be other things, but it's all to do with you having the ability, the trust within yourself, and the self-confidence to stand up for yourself. And there's something about that was lacking for you, whether it was because you were suppressed, you felt suppressed, whether because of the environment around you. There could be multitude of reasons for this, but basically that is one of the major reasons why you are experiencing what you're experiencing. Okay? I also want to say that whatever happened has a distinct feel of sense of abuse. This could be physical, emotional, financial, something feeling undermined. So I'm going to let you ponder on that, but there's a distinct feeling with this. Okay? Now, the card representing your potential, we have the card called Shadow. This is another major arcana, and you have 3 out of 5 cards. That's pretty substantial. I believe this card is called the Moon in the traditional tarot deck, but please don't quote me. It was shown to me in reverse. Okay? What this is telling me is that once you do your work, once you allow yourself to heal whatever the emotional burden has been, once you learn, it's not even once you learn how to stand your ground, because I feel that you're able to do it now. It's just that you haven't been able to do it before. But once you go through the transformation process, once you look deep within and recognize certain things about you and about the situation, and take a hard look at yourself, once you do all that, he says there'll be nothing to hide from anymore. And this isn't hiding from other people, it's hiding aspects of yourself. And I'm just going to see if there's anything more he can open up with to give a little bit more clarity. That's interesting. Basically, when you do this work, there will be nothing left for you to be ashamed of. And not that you should be ashamed, that's a very heavy energy, but there are aspects of you that you are feeling not very proud about or good about. When you do this healing, when you go through this healing, when you go through the process of looking at yourself and taking responsibility for your actions, you will no longer have anything to hide from. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Again, this doesn't make sense to me, but it's not supposed to. If you would like a private reading, by all means, you know how to get a hold of me. That information is down below. I would love your comments, as always. And of course, if this doesn't make sense, look at your other signs, as it may offer a clearer picture. I wish you best of luck in the month of June, and I look forward to seeing you again in July. Until then, best of luck and see you soon. Bye.